Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's Ricky Cadden back again from Real Life Trading Australia with another free Friday stock review. Hope you guys are doing absolutely sensational. Before I do dive into this stock review, guys, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a shout out to all those who have already signed up to the free week. If you guys have not signed up to the free week, I am running my trading floor for the next week and a half now. So you guys can still sign up. It's entirely free. You can join me in my live trading swing trading floor. Just come to reallifetrading.com.au, click on the free week icon and scroll down the bottom and RSVP. You will get given this gorgeous dashboard with a whole bunch of free courses. Make sure you guys get there 7 till 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That is Brisbane time. I really hope you guys are going to be there. Cannot wait to share all my knowledge with you. But guys, let's talk about the broader markets and what has been happening. So the SPY did create a brand spanking new all-time high. Absolutely shocking. We've been getting all these strong earnings reports. We have been grinding higher. I still am waiting and anticipating for a pullback to happen. And I did actually mention in my community back around this day here, I believe it was the 15th or 16th of July, about when to possibly go into cash. When I mean cash, not have so many margin trades. Now, I did mention 450 on the SPY. This is when I would expect there to be somewhat of a 5 to 10% pullback in the broader markets. I do believe that is going to happen. Also, guys, that is most likely going to happen in September. Now, as most of you guys know, if you are a trader, September is one of the most bearish months in history, and we are slowly but surely coming closer to that, and we haven't really been skyrocketing higher with these strong earnings reports. We've been really trading sideways, so just beware of that, guys. There's not a lot of volume increasing as well on the broader markets. So if we do get up to 450 and you are in some shares, make sure you look to protect your assets. If you don't know how to protect your assets, email me, ricky@reallifetrading.com. I'll leave my email in the description below. Here's the E-minis, the ES E-minis tracking the S&P 500. As you guys can see here, we are just creating a brand new all-time high. Not a whole lot of trading activity as of yet, but we'll wait and see what happens. We are currently in a short-term bullish trend as well, but the volume once again is slowly starting to die off. Let's take a look at ticker symbol MU. Now, this blue line here, I do like to call Mr. Squiggles. Now, Mr. Squiggles here, we drew this back on this day here. This is basically what I anticipated the stock to do on Micron. Longer term moving averages, we were closing below the 200 simple moving average, and I simply said, guys, we're most likely going to come back up to a resistance, find resistance around the 100 simple moving average, and then we'll look to trade lower. All right, we are still in a little bit of a downtrend. So as you can see here, Micron almost coming down to around about my target. If you take a look at the weekly chart though, we realistically could come possibly down to about the 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart, and that is where I would really look long term, guys. When I say long term, I'm talking like a year, 2 years, probably a year or 2 years plus on Micron. So very, very interesting level as we do go lower. Speaking of low levels, let's take a look at SPCE, good old Virgin Galactic. Now, obviously, the news that we had on Richard Branson going to space, SPCE skyrocketed, went to the moon, and then everyone realized that the company didn't make any extra money. So SPCE did fall back down from space, come back down to Earth, and as you can see, we are currently trading around around $25 and 94 cents. So I do expect this one possibly to continue that little bit lower. You can see here on the weekly chart, we've got the 100 simple moving average, and just 4 weeks ago, guys, the 200 simple moving average was born. If we did trade down to the 200 simple moving average, more so of a speculation at this point, because not anyone's going, not many people can afford the tickets right now. But SPCE possibly could be a super long-term play down at this particular level at around $16. But definitely keep it on your watch list as we do come down to around 22.50-ish for the 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart. Here's the ASX 200, guys. In the ASX 200, I was expecting a short-term pullback, although we didn't get that as the market was cruising on higher. So we'll get rid of old Mr. Squiggles here. Gorgeous gap and go, increasing volume. But once again, we are tracking quite nicely with the Standard & Poor's 500 over in the US. So just expect us to probably slowly trend higher before we get a pullback in September. But that's pretty much it, guys. The CBA, I did have a real life trader that did give us a call on this day here saying what to do on CBA. Should I sell my shares? And my answer was absolutely. You should definitely look to take your profits on your shares. So they were able to take their profits on their shares, picking the exact high. Guys, if you take a look at the RSI too, we were really extended. Now, I'm not saying we can't go higher. I think most definitely in the future we will go higher on CBA. But at this current moment in time, guys, you would more so be looking at either a non-directional strategy, or you would at least be looking to protect your asset at this high price. Here's 5G network, ticker symbol 5GN. Now, guys, I've been speaking about this one for quite some time. I did mention that this was possibly going to be. The lows. If you take a look at the weekly chart and the longer term moving averages, we are currently below the 100 simple. But on the monthly chart, look at these two gorgeous candles. I mean, this is almost a gorgeous little Morningstar-esque pattern. Very close, but you guys can see here, we've been down at this level before, and we are also creating these nice little higher lows. So we could potentially, we could potentially go higher. We've got increasing volume today, but we are also just trading at the 100 simple moving average. So just beware, guys. We do have a little bit of resistance in the way. Long term, we may come back up, roll back down, but we'll have to wait and see how this one does trade on 5G networks. Here is crude oil. Now, crude oil, Mr. Squiggles pretty much straight on point here. Did mention back on this day that we were going to trade higher and then back down. We have been consolidating at this price around the 100 simple moving average. Volume's not starting to pick up yet, guys, and I do think we're probably either going to consolidate here for a little bit longer and or potentially go lower. So wait and see how crude oil wait and see how crude oil trades over the next week or so. But if we do bounce off the 100 simple moving average, makes total sense. If we break down, the next target would be the 200 simple moving average, roughly around $59.50. Gold is also coming back up to a resistance level around 1769. I do expect us to probably trade up to here and then roll back down, create some sort of higher low. Where we are currently in the market, when I say the market, I mean on gold. Where we are currently on gold, I do believe we're somewhere in this region, right? We had this nice little strong little sell-off, and then we are currently trading up back to a resistance and then pulled back and created a nice little high low. So I am waiting and anticipating for something like that to occur on gold. And last but not least, the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, guys, is not looking strong. I will say that. Looks like we possibly could be creating some sort of bear flag and then trading lower. Next target would be the 200 simple moving average on a weekly chart, which is 72 cents. And as you can see here, the dollar index is also trading back up to a resistance level as well. So we'll wait and see how this one does trade. Obviously, we could get a nice little strong bounce on the Aussie dollar if we get rejected at this level here at $93 once again. But we'll have to wait and see how this one goes over the next few weeks. And volatility, guys, is slowly dropping as the market does cruise on high, which is good to see. All right, folks. Once again, if you haven't signed up to the free week, it is until the 23rd of August. You guys can join me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Don't forget to RSVP. And if you haven't done so already, click the little like button and subscribe to my channel if you guys do want to get more reviews from me, and feel free to leave in the comment section any stock that you would like me to give you some analysis on. All right, have a fantastic weekend, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. You guys rock. Bye.